I knew it was already cooked for David.
Here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna read you what Neo Lanks.
Look at them posted up. Look at them posted up.
There's no way, there's no way, there's no way. Say you swear to God. Say you swear to God. Put that on Allah. Say, put that on Allah. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
Oh my God, look at this bird brain nose ass nigga, shotgun barrel nose ass nigga, bro. Angry bird nose ass nigga, angry bird in the face. Nigga look like a Jamaican angry bird with a do-rag on. I don't like nothing about it. Little ass chin. And this nigga don't got no eyebrows either. Hey man, feel me? We tapping into the David situation, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This situation, there were plenty of, like, you know, other videos that kind of covered this topic, and, you know what I'm saying, things that kind of led up to him getting arrested now. But I feel like everybody kind of knows the verdict, bro. He got arrested. He's facing the death penalty, as he deserves. It took them niggas long enough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, bro, we finna tap in and see what they talking about, bro. This whole situation, man, really just, bro, rub me off the wrong. What, like, bro, what is you doing, bro?
What are you doing, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what is you, like, where are your morals at, bro? Where's your code? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your code as a man? Where's your vow as a man? Like, where are your morals at, bro? To be doing and moving and doing shit like this is some fluky, flaw, lame ass shit, bro. And my prayers really go out to her family for real, because, like, bro, this nigga was tripping, bro. What do you got going? And it always be the niggas that be overly nice. I'm noticing that, bro. Niggas that be overly nice, especially on the internet, you gotta watch them, bro, because behind closed doors they might be doing some lame shit like this. Oh my God, and to think that he almost got away with it too, just shows you how fucked up our law systems are. Why did it take them this long? It took them so long. Anyways, man, we finna tap in. Finally, bro's in cuffs. He's getting, you know what I'm saying, penalties for his crimes at last. But it took them way too long. Way too damn long. Feel me? We finna tap in, see what they talking about. Without further ado, let's get into it, bro.
David just got arrested for murdering Celeste.
Oh
now,
my
even
God.
with an arrest coming
oh my God, even just him saying that, bro, my stomach, goodness gracious, bro. These are the times we're living in. Niggas is really moving and doing things like this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Imagine how many people move and do stuff like this on a daily basis and just don't get caught for it. Oh my God, bro. We're living in, like, bro, we're living in some dark times. If niggas have all this clout, all this money, and choose to do shit like this in their free time, I don't know. The world might low-key be in, like, at its end state right now. Like it might be just, like, we might literally just be in the last days for real. We're in the last days because, like, niggas is out here moving like they got no morals at all. Like, they just got no morals. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got no code, no morals, no nothing. Nathaniel. Niggas is out here just, bro, doing bullshit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel sorry for him. Whatever happens to him, he brought it on himself, bro. No cap.
They this big. I'm here to tell y'all.
My fault, yo.
It's
My
far
audio
from
was
over.
cut out.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All right, we back. My fault. It's ghetto, but it's a sleazy video. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your boy.
We haven't even scratched the surface of this situation
Oh
yet.
my God.
Major breaking news now. Detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department.
Bro, to think at some point this nigga had the world in his hands with that. What was that one song that he made, bro? I forgot what it was called, but it was literally about this girl right here. David, bro, you fucked up. You could have had any female, no cap, bro. I'm just gonna put this out there. You could have had any female. You could have had all the bad bitches. You like, literally, bro. You know what I'm saying? You young lit, not you not ugly. You know what I'm saying? You really could have had any female. You could have had any female you wanted, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could have settled down, you know what I'm saying? Moved towards a marriage or a long-term relationship with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You could have had a respectable relationship, a respectable situation. But you over here doing bullshit like this. You over here doing bullshit like this, bro. Oh my God. And it'll always be the nicest niggas too, bro. It'll always be the nicest niggas too, bro. Always just putting on this mask. Just putting on this mask, putting on this facade, playing in everybody's face. You know how many niggas probably knew him in real life and wouldn't even think that this was the type of bullshit he was getting up to behind closed doors? Oh my goodness, bro. She didn't have a chance, bro. She was way too young for this shit, and you as the adult, bro, you should have known better. You know what I'm saying? You're the adult, bro. You were the one that was manipulating. You were the one that was grooming. You were the one that was, you was the one moving foul, bro. She was a child. You deserve everything that happens to you, bro. I don't feel sorry for you at all.
Department Robbery Homicide Division have arrested singer David Burke for the murder of Celeste Rivas.
It's not fair, bro. It's not fair to her family. It's not fair to her. Bro, she did not deserve this, bro. David, they're giving you the delete penalty, They're giving you the biggest one. They're giving you the one, bro. It's not like you sitting in there for life. No, you're not serving a life sentence. They might just, they might just erase you from the picture of life in GTA. They might just do that to you. And I don't feel sorry. You brought it on yourself.
Burke is being held without bail. The case will be presented to the DA's office on Monday for filing consideration.
Oh my God, bro. Like this whole situation, man. It's honestly, bro, it's real depressing. But this is the world we live in, bro. Niggas do this shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we got people like this walking around in society. Yikes.
Remember, and we've been reporting, Rivas's body was found in the trunk of David's car in September of last year. She was only 14 years old. Again, this breaking news just into our newsroom. We're working to get more information, and we'll continue to follow this story.
We do want to go ahead and bring in now ABC's Alex Stone on the phone to speak more about this case. Alex, you've been following this from the very beginning. What can you tell us as far as this breaking information goes this afternoon?
Well, Mark and Michelle, sources are telling us that this is based off of evidence that the LAPD was able to gather and put together and now is going to be presenting to the LA County DA for a filing decision on Monday. This was not from any kind of indictment. We know that the case had gone to a grand jury. It was expected that there might be an indictment coming sometime soon. We were thinking in the last couple of months or in the next few weeks.
David is being charged with murder. Now, the reason why...
Yikes. One of the worst ones, bro.
What the hell is wrong with you, you sick bastard?
One of the worst ones. And I can't believe niggas were on the internet defending him, talking about, nah, he wouldn't. Not. How do you know? How do you know? That's the thing, bro. You never really know what people are capable of, bro. Don't put anything past anybody. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Brand deal started slipping. He really dug himself into a bad hole, bro. And nobody put him there. He did that to himself for real, bro. Why would you fuck off your situation like that doing some bullshit like this? Doing some bullshit like this. Like, bro, imagine the shame his family must be feeling right now. Imagine the amount of shame that has been brought to his family. Any of his friends that had anything to do with him, imagine how ashamed they are to even know that they shook his hand at one point. You being charged with that? Yikes.
Why we have to reiterate murder is because when the investigation first started, LAPD put out a press release where they notified the public that they may not even have enough for murder, that, Celeste may have died from an overdose, and, that David and others may just be charged with, improperly disposing of a body. But for them to charge David with murder, they would now have proof or evidence from their perspective that David committed this murder against Celeste or instructed the murder of Celeste. But nobody else has been arrested or is in custody. So for now, David is who they believe murdered Celeste. This is the press release from LAPD Robbery and Homicide Division. Now, they will say the Los Angeles Police Department Robbery/Homicide Division has been diligently investigating the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez over the past several weeks. At this time, we can confirm that Celeste Hernandez is deceased.
Her family is probably distraught right now, bro. They're mourning. They're in a lot of pain, bro. I couldn't imagine. This is David, bro. What the fuck were you thinking? Genuinely. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, bro? Like, niggas can't just be normal. You can't just make your music, you know, be lit, get this money, get this chicken, get this cheese, take care of your family, and just chill and have, I don't know, a normal, respectable relationship situation. What are you doing messing about doing bullshit like this, bro? And anybody else who was aware of this situation and didn't come forward with it, you're just at fault. They should be handcuffing you too. You should be, you know what I'm saying? You should be in the court of law too. You should be held accountable too. Because you can't let shit like you can't overlook shit like this and let this shit slide. No.
These ain't opinions. These are facts.
No. You gotta call a nigga out and expose him. We found out too late. He got arrested too late. Justice was been due. Did like bro, I'm looking at this whole situation and I'm like, bro, what the how do niggas even come up with doing some shit like this? How low are your morals that you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be messing about committing crimes like this? His mother, bro, imagine how much shame. Yikes. Imagine being a mother and you come to find out that the whole world now knows your son as, you know, what we're seeing here. He's moving like this. Man, David, bro. I don't even know what else there is to say besides, bro. He honestly, bro, he deserves it. Whatever's coming to him, he deserves that.
And her body was found in the front trunk area of a Tesla belonging to David. The vehicle had been parked at the location from which it was towed for several weeks. So Miss Hernandez may have.
Goodness gracious. David, bro. Niggas can have it all, bro. You was in a position most people would give an arm and a leg for. You getting money that some niggas will never see in their life.
He's right, you know.
And instead of you to take care of your family, take care of people, give back, be an inspiration, be a leader, you know, be an inspiration for the young kids that look up to you, listen to your music. Instead of you to be a good role model and an influence in one of these positive celebrities, a good public figure, you wanted to run around doing shit like, it's like, bro, these niggas know how to fuck off millions. They know how to really fuck off their situation by doing stupid shit, bro. Some people are like artists when it comes to that, because I don't even know what was going through his brain. Like, nothing in your mind told you that maybe this isn't ideal, this is wrong, maybe I shouldn't be. There's nothing in your conscience, bro. Bro, you are a disgrace to society, and you're a disgrace of a man, bro. I want you to remember that.
Have been deceased for several weeks before the discovery of her body. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not yet determined the cause or manner of Celeste Rivas' death. As such, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. Is thoroughly examining every aspect of this case to uncover the truth and seek justice for Celeste Hernandez and her family. But when they had that grand jury and they brought in everybody associated with the situation, they brought in David's parents, they brought in Neo, they brought in David's manager. After speaking to everybody, they quickly came to the conclusion that this was not no accident, no overdose, no, Celeste was murdered. Now, the body was so badly decomposed that the medical examiner couldn't really, get a full understanding.
This is disgusting, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I damn near, like, I don't know. I can't even fathom that. Like, this happened, bro. Yeah, this is real. Oh my gosh, bruh. Like, I can barely sit through this video, bro. Like, my stomach right now is kicking. This is one of them situations where this man had to been possessed or something by some sort of demonic entity. Like he had to been in cahoots with Satan himself, because how the fuck do you pull this off? And then you're gonna try and hide it too. You're gonna cover it up, get on camera after you do something like this. You're gonna get on camera, be all smiley, still go on tour, still do performances, and live your life as if nothing happened.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
yo, this nigga had real demons in him, bro. There's no other way to explain it other than like, bro, he was tapped into a dark force, a dark energy for surely. Cause what else would influence you to do something this heinous? And then on top of that too, nigga, you're David. You could have had any female, but you wanna fuck with her for why? For what? What do you even have in common with someone that young? I just want to know at your grown age, bro. His family must be like, what, bro? And you know what's crazy, bro? His mom is probably one of those people, like, her son was probably so able to fool her too that she probably wouldn't even think he'd do something like this. And then to come on here and then find out this is what your son's been doing. This is, I ain't gonna lie. David, bro, he fucked up. He fucked up bad. There is no coming back from this at all. He's done.
Of how she died?
This was not from that. We are told that this is evidence that they have been compiling going back to when her body was found last September, that now they have reached a point where they believe they have probable cause, and it's gone to the DA.
All right. And so a lot of people wondering, so many things seem to point to him. Why did it take them this long to make the arrest? We know they're pretty methodical about how they do things, but...
Yeah, it's a good question. One of the things that they were waiting on, Mark, was the cause of death. And there was difficulty reaching that cause of death, not to get too graphic, but her body was in multiple parts. It was in, we know from court documents, 2 different body bags in the front trunk of that Tesla when her body was found. So it was difficult for the medical examiner to determine the cause of death. So they had to prove or be able to show to the DA that she was murdered, that it wasn't something else where, let's say that she overdosed and then somebody freaked out and put her body in that trunk. They have to be able to prove that it was murder. They now believe that they can do that.
All right.
Yeah, we also know, David, as many entertainers do, had an entourage of people around him at times. I know some other individuals have been considered as drivers of this vehicle or either around. Any information on possibly how this could impact other people that David was around that also may have been around Celeste Rivas?
Michelle, we don't know yet, and if there are any other arrests that are going to be coming in this case. We know that there were a number of witnesses who came and testified in front of the grand jury, again, that this was not an indictment, that this is probable cause that the LAPD put together and moved forward on. But during the grand jury proceedings, which are secret as they're ongoing, that there were a number of other people who came forward, those who are close to David, friends of David, family members of his were subpoenaed to go in front of the grand jury. So if there are other arrests that could be coming, we don't know. But as of right now, he is the only one that we know of under arrest.
All right.
There has to be more arrests coming. There just has to be, right?
Yeah,
obviously there's more arrests coming.
No. All you other niggas who was involved, y'all getting held accountable too, bro. They finna come pack y'all up. You know what I'm saying? They coming through for everybody and their mama. I hope so, at least. Finna have them in that dog pound chained up, ready to go. Judge, what we doing? 10 years for everybody? At least. Cause there's no way. What bothers me is this. There were people that were in this situation that knew what was going on and kept quiet. They kept quiet and just let this shit rock. Yeah, y'all gotta get locked up too. No. Y'all gotta get locked up for sure. Yup. I agree. I do.
Because the person who drove the Tesla and parked it outside of David's crib with the body in the trunk, that person was never identified yet or arrested, but the private investigator says they have ID'd the person. They know who that person was. Well, if that person drove the body and parked it, isn't that person some type of accessory after the fact? Like, the people who was purchasing things like burn cages for David, isn't that person somehow an accessory after the fact? Now,
they were purchasing what, sir?
Isn't that person somehow an accessory after the fact? Now, a lot of people came in and they spoke to a lot of people. I knew David was cooked from the second right? You know, that they was bringing in his homies,
yo. I gotta go back.
People came in and they spoke to a lot of people after the fact. Like the people who was purchasing things like burn cages for David.
They were purchasing what? I don't know what he said right there. I don't know what that is, but it can't be good considering what we're talking about right now.
Isn't that person somehow an accessory after the fact?
Oh no, they're blamed.
Now, a lot of people came in.
They are just as liable, bro. They are just as blamable, bro. They are just as bad. I'm not gonna lie. They are just as much fault as he was. Maybe even worse. The fact that they let that shit slide.
And they spoke to a lot of people. Yo, I knew David was cooked from the second, right? You know, that they was bringing in his homies, bro. The one homie, after the grand jury, his entire tone changed, bro. Once they brought him in and they let him know what he was facing and how he could be charged, man, bro came back on Instagram and told everybody, hey, bro, David is a piece of ish. Celeste is a victim.
Damn. See? But you know what's messed up about that? Had he never been brought in, had the police had never brought him in, he wouldn't be on there even exposing David the way he is now. As soon as his situation gets threatened, his life gets threatened, his career gets threatened, anything he's worked for gets threatened. He has to sit down in jail and possibly lose all of that now. His brand deals and whatever it is he might got going on. As soon as he loses all of that, now he wants to do the right thing. Now he wants to expose David. And it just goes to show you, David, I ain't gonna lie. You attract what you is. If you want to be a slimy, grimy nigga, don't expect nobody to be there for you when you fall, especially like this. And you know what, bro? You don't deserve anybody to be there for you when you fall like this. You need to hold that on your own. With your chin up and your chest, you need to take that as a man, bro. Whatever you're about to face, you need to take that as a man and know that you have nobody to blame for what you got going other than you. You brought it on yourself, bro. All these niggas, bro, they're off in a snitch, and you gonna be the only one at the end of this is what you get. You brought it on yourself.
And we're like, huh? She's a victim, so that means that she was murdered. Once his best friend turned on him publicly,
and it was his best man's too. See how God works. See how God work. See how God work. Whatever you do in the dark, bro, will get exposed in the light. See how God works. See how you trying to cover it up and do all this. See how all of that just got burnt to the front center line, and for everybody to see, just on display. Everybody to see your sins and your mistakes and your fuck ups are just all on display for the whole world to see. See how God works. See how nothing played out in your favor. See what happened. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it works, bro. Whatever you do, whatever energy you put out into this world, whatever it is that you do, the Bible says you reap what you sow. You sowed bullshit, and now this is what you reaping. Now you sitting out here possibly facing life in jail, or, you know what I'm saying, a delete penalty, if you know what I mean. Because you wanted to do shit like this. You didn't appreciate the opportunity that was given to you. A good career for you to take care of your family, your people, your friends, whoever. Stay out the way, get this money, be a good inspiration for others. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, move accordingly. You didn't do that. You wanted to use your power and influence to do evil shit. And now look at you, bro. You looking real stupid now because everybody out here coming out here exposing your business. But at the end of the day, what did you expect? You couldn't, like, bro, this is what happens when you ignore your conscience too much, bro. It will catch up to you. It will catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not living life the way you're supposed to be, if you're not spreading love, if you're not spreading good energy out there, if you're not being kind, you're not being, you know, you're not doing things the right way, it will catch up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody feels bad for you here. Not me, not anybody on the internet, and probably nobody you know in real life too. Your mother, bro, must be so ashamed. So ashamed.
I knew it was already cooked for David.
Here's what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to read you what Neil Langston...
Look at them posted up. Look at them posted up.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Say you swear to God. Say you swear to God. Put that on Allah. Say put that on Allah. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
Oh my God. Look at this bird brain nose ass nigga. Shotgun barrel nose ass nigga, bro. Angry bird nose ass nigga. Angry bird in the face. Nigga look like a Jamaican Angry Bird with a do-rag on. I don't like nothing about it. Little ass chin. And this nigga don't got no eyebrows either.
Just posted on his Instagram account. And I will tell you, it's quite telling, okay? And I'm curious why he posted it, why of all times right now. I'm going to try to put it into context a bit more, but this is important. This is a big development. So Neo took to Instagram with a series of posts. There was one that said, I understand due to my silence and the silence in general, it leaves a void of information that everyone wants to fill. But at the end of the day, this case isn't about me. It isn't about you. It's about getting
Bro, the fact that you kept quiet for this long, though, we is going to loop you in there because you're just as liable. Why did you stay so long now you're leaking this you're giving us this information now after the dust has been settled? Everything has been settled now. The cases are up in the air. Niggas are getting indicted. Now you want to come out? This nigga said, I've stayed loyal to my man. Nigga, fuck your mindset. Because ain't no morals accompanied with your mindset at all if you're going to stay quiet about this. This is not something you stay quiet for, bro.
Justice for the victim and her family. And I care a lot more about...
You think if Jay-Z slid in his DM and was like, yo, bro, I'm finna fly you out. We finna have dinner and do this, that, and the third. And I'm bringing you on stage with me. You think he would have kept quiet? This nigga would have been all up on his story lit. You know what I'm saying? Every single time posted up with Jay-Z, he would have been taking videos, recording all of that shit, posting it all over his socials. But you want to stay quiet about this, though. Why? Because it doesn't benefit you? Why? Because you might lose some money? Why? Because you're not going to benefit from it? You're not going to benefit from doing the right things. You're just not going to do it.
That than trying to fill that void because of public opinion. Obviously wasn't doing my part at first, but now I am. I've stayed loyal to my mindset and I will continue to. I'm not publicly going to give any opinion or emotion about this case because I find it disrespectful and not my place to weigh in on it, especially as it's still ongoing.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
I'm not going to spam post to justify and perform my feelings and thoughts for the internet trying to satisfy...
Nobody gives a fuck about your thoughts and feelings, bro. We don't care.
People who have already made up their minds about me. In time, the record will speak for itself, and I'm moving on with my life.
Nigga, oh my God, I was about to come on here and say something crazy. Bro. Oh my God, bro. Niggas is so lame.
Another post where he apparently said, I think the worst part is that I've told so many people that I trust that I thought knew me as a person, my side of things, all for that to be thrown out the window as soon as I get arrested and they slap that bleep's name next to my...
Of course they did. Of course they did. You're mad. Why? Because it's affecting you. Nigga, you were involved. You were there.
I'm assuming he's referring to David here. And for the record, the thing I was arrested for, I wasn't even charged. They never filed it, and my warrant was retracted because there is more to the story than what's on the news. Then there's this post. Thankfully, I'm legally fine in every way, and boy, do I got all my receipts for things. Ha ha.
Oh my God. All right. Whatever.
Ha 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 ha. This raises a lot of questions about why he posted this. Obviously, he can't.
Yeah, this nigga David was a weirdo, huh? Look. Paint his fingernails. Y'all, and you chose to stay quiet? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Canoe paddle face shaped ass nigga, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. Long ass chin, strong ass chin, long ass nose. Yo shit stiff as a mud, boy. Little ass lips. And why you dressed in all black, nigga? You ain't at no funeral. Both y'all niggas was emo, huh? Y'all just emo together. Y'all niggas bump Lil Peep and XXXTentacion on the daily. Y'all niggas basking in each other's sorrow and sadness. Eating chips and chili dogs with your toes out. Talking about how both y'all ex-bitch got fucked by another nigga. I know your body and them skinny ass eyebrows are throwing me off, nigga. You don't even look human. You look like a practice human. You look like something God just made and was just like, you know what, screw it. You look like you snuck on this earth for real, bro, and your visa expired.
And will not say anything to jeopardize his legal rights, right? Probably instructed by the government to not...
Oh my God, you can tell this nigga was out his top. This nigga was sick, bro. He's probably done some stuff too we don't know about.
Not say anything either if he had spoken in front of the grand jury. Probably his attorney said, don't say anything. I don't even know if his attorney was consulted with this post, but it seems like he's trying to correct whatever misconception or misunderstanding the public has on him or his alleged role in this, because there is a lot of talk about him.
It could be possible the prosecutors strike the deal with Neo and other people involved to where for their testimony, if they agree to come and testify against David, they won't get charged with accessory after the fact. Because this case, for the most part, is hinging on witness testimony. It's hinging on people coming and taking a stand and testifying. Because in terms of physical evidence itself, there's really not much. David had, 6 months to a year to clean this up? The private investigator said that he believed that Celeste may have been dead for almost a year before they found her. So he had about a year to clean up his tracks. So
That's God, bro. See? I'm telling people, bro. Justice will be served, bro, regardless, in one way or another.
They bought a bird cage because they was about to get rid of the body.
Oh, they bought a bird. They bought a bird cage. I see. Oh, no, bro. And oh, my God, bro. And niggas was staying quiet. Had they not gotten arrested and had to testify and do all, they would have never got on the internet. They wouldn't. No, ain't no way. That wouldn't have happened, bro. The only reason why he's on here is because his reputation and his situation is threatened.
Whoever that tow person was, or whoever called that tow.
These headphones, bro.
You suck!
Truck saved this case, bro. Because can you imagine if they were allowed a few extra more weeks when David came back from tour and they was able to work that burn cage and really burn it and burn her body and get rid of everything?
Bro, justice would have never gotten served. But, hey, you see what I'm saying? Justice did get served, though.
What other evidence would there be that David murdered this person? What other trace would there be? There won't be no trace. And her family wasn't looking for her. She's been missing for like almost a year. And they knew she was with David. They didn't give a damn at all. But there has to be more arrests coming. Because David ain't do this alone. David was a millionaire who paid a lot of people around him to do certain things. People who was driving.
All you niggas who took that dirty money, we need to lock y'all up.
Driving that Tesla around with the body in it. People who was purchasing the burn cage under the fake name.
Nasty work.
People who took the trip with David.
They purchased it under a fake name? You can't make this stuff up.
To the middle of nowhere in California, and we still don't know why they took that trip there. Everybody involved has to be held accountable. I'm not even comfortable with them getting deals. Now, a lot of us had a hunch that this was coming, that the first degree murder charge was coming, because if you were focused or tapped into this case, then you know that, like court documents were getting leaked, where it literally was like the state of California versus David Burke. So we already knew some charges were coming. I just wasn't expecting a murder charge, because for months we've been, told, they might get charged with concealment of the body. We don't know if murder really fits, but now we know for a fact they have enough to confidently state that David murdered Celeste, which should be a no-brainer.
Dead, the people of state of California v. David Burke. Nathan Hochman at the top. He's the Los Angeles County District Attorney. Beth Silverman, too, who we believe is the attorney prosecuting this case.
But my thing is this, though. It took them too damn long for this nigga to finally be in handcuffs, bro. Too damn long. Bro, what are y'all going to school for, getting all these degrees, doing all these tests and all this training and not doing all of this? If y'all niggas can't simply just charge a nigga what he deserves to get charged for and put his ass behind bars. You know what I'm saying? What is y'all doing all that for if y'all suck this bad? This nigga should have not even been on tour. He's coming off a tour getting arrested. He shouldn't have even gone on tour to begin with.
So confirming again, this is a real case. They're the prosecutors. There was even video or pictures of her coming in and out of court. It goes on to say that there is now pending in the Superior Court of the County of Los Angeles the above entitled grand jury investigation by the state of California against Target David Burke. David, that's his real name, David. Wherein Target may be involved in having committed the following criminal offenses against the laws of the state of California, to wit, 1 count of murder. And when I looked up the penal code that was allegedly broken here, murder is the unlawful killing of a human being or a fetus with malice aforethought, basically an intentional killing. The filing goes on to say, on September 8th, 2025, at approximately 10:30 hours, Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD detectives received a phone call from the manager of Hollywood Area Official Police Garage. The manager stated a black Tesla Model X had been impounded as an abandoned vehicle by the Department of Transportation on September 5th, 2025. The manager told police there was a strong smell of decay coming from the vehicle, which was attracting flies. LAPD detectives responded to the Hollywood tow yard to investigate. Detectives approached the vehicle, which was parked on the upper deck of the impound lot, and immediately noticed the smell of decaying biological material consistent with a decomposing corpse coming from the front storage compartment of the vehicle. Detectives obtained a search warrant for the vehicle, and when the front storage compartment was opened, detectives observed a black cadaver bag covered with insects and a strong odor of decay. Utilizing black latex gloves, detectives partially unzipped the bag and observed a decomposed head and torso.
Oh.
Huh?
Ooh, boy. Oh my God, this is sick, bro. This is I don't even know like, bro, all I can muster up is just what the fuck, bro? The fuck? What am I hearing right now? What am I hearing, bro? This can't be real. Bruh, this really did happen though in real life. Niggas is really out here moving like they like Satan himself. Like, these niggas is really out here moving like real life demons in human skin. They found what?
Investigators and criminalists from the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner responded to the tow yard to process the decomposed body. Upon removing the cadaver bag from the front storage compartment, it was discovered the arms and legs had been severed from the body.
What the fuck? Bro, my thing is, how did this nigga stay quiet How did all these niggas just manage to stay quiet while they knew this was happening? How does that work? Let Usher, let Lil Wayne, let Eminem, let Justin Bieber slide in their DM, talking about, hey bro, we finna come have you on stage, whoop-de-whoop. Free promo, bro. Promote your shit here, bro. Finna bring you on stage. You can promote that little clothing brand you got. These niggas would have been all on their story, posting that shit. They would have posted the trip getting there to and from back. They would have posted them with the said celebrity. They would have posted them on stage with said celebrity. They would have done all that. But this, no. No. We're going to keep quiet because it doesn't benefit us. We're probably going to get thrown under the bus for it. It's not feeding me. It's not feeding my pocket. So I'm just going to keep quiet because doing the right thing doesn't. Bro, it doesn't matter whether it benefits you or not, bro. Doing the right thing is what you're supposed to do regardless. So yeah, bro, don't sit up here and complain now that niggas is throwing you in jail and you getting indicted and your name is getting put on court documents and all this other shit and case files and all that. You were involved. You just chose to stay quiet. Now because your reputation, your PR, your brand deals are gonna go, you wanna come on here and cry and defend yourself? You wanna defend yourself from what? From what you did? From what you watched somebody else do? You're just as much of a liar as he. You're just as much of a fraud as he is. You're just as much of an evil person as he is. Now, next video we finna cover up what's going on with Buddy. What's his final verdict, and then I'm done. I'm off the situation because I can't with these niggas no more, bro. Niggas is doing this like, bro. How do you even think about devising up these evil schemes in your head, nigga? And you got money like this, like you don't have better things to do. This is, bro. That was somebody's daughter. Your mother, your father, your family are probably having their hands in their faces. All of y'all who got brought up in this video going, what the fuck? I raised that? Bro, y'all niggas should be ashamed. Don't even, bro, from now on, don't ever even call yourself a man no more. You not one of us, bro. You is a lame bitch.
A second black bag was discovered underneath the cadaver bag.
I don't think we have even scratched the surface of this. Y'all think David himself cut off or sawed off her limbs?
Maybe. You never know, bro. Some people are more capable than you think, but who knows? We'll find out.
And put it in the bags. You think David did that himself? I don't think so. No, I think David had a lot of flunkies around him who was doing his bidding. And I think
bro, paying niggas to do your dirty work when you got that type of money and influence is just lame as fuck. You could put your money to work better things. What about charities? What about fundraisers? What about homeless people? What about that? You not gonna put your money towards that? You want pay niggas off to do the fuck lame shit behind closed doors? And you really thought, what did you think? You was in the mafia or something? You thought it wasn't gonna come back to you? Of course it is. It's your money that's going out, bro. What type of lame, fluky, flawed shit am I hearing right now? My God, niggas, bro.
Everybody involved need to be held accountable, man. And this might be controversial here, bruh. I think the people that allowed a 14-year-old girl to move into the house of a grown man.
The parents, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If the parents were that distant, they were that passive to the situation, y'all set y'all daughters up for failure. Now, I know it's not your fault. I'm not gonna blame y'all for what happened, but y'all fucked up bad. She should have been nowhere near this man, bro. And you're the father. You're her father. You're her father. Niggas is always saying we need fathers in kids' lives, but you're there to protect. What was you doing allowing these grown men around your daughter at that age? Why? Nigga, it's your job to protect your family. That's your daughter, bro. What is you doing? Why is she around these grown men? Why is she around moving in with a grown man at 14? That makes sense to you at his grown age? What is a man like that at 20-some years old have in common with your 13 going on 14-year-old daughter? It doesn't make sense. And apparently they met when she was 12. So that's even worse. You was like, bro, you're the father, bro. You're supposed to make sure that the house and everything in it is good and well kept. The food's on the table. The kids are safe. The wife is safe. That's your job as a man. That's your job as a father, to lead the household. And for some reason you failed at protecting your daughter because you just were so passive. You didn't care. You didn't care enough. And now look at where she is, bro. Now look. There's no coming back from this. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My message to the father is like, bro, gang, I don't know how you could let something like this happen, honestly, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. In a way, you did kind of fail as a father, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it real. What you did was lame as fuck. You should have not let her nowhere near this grown man moving into his crib and doing no. And the mother too, bro. I'm gonna hold you accountable too. That was lame as hell. Y'all should have did better.
And didn't really care about her well-being or her whereabouts.
That's what I'm saying.
And allow her to stay over there.
Bro,
I think
her well-being is your concern. Her well-being is your responsibility.
People probably need to be brought in as well and questioned. You never questioned why this 14-year-old, so she was 13 at the time, was at a grown man's crib, at a 19, 20-year-old crib. Like, you never questioned this? Like, you never questioned, like,
grown
the appropriateness
man
of their relationship, which we now know their actual relationship was inappropriate. We now know they were intimately involved, that this dude was an absolute sicko. We know this. But where were the adults in her life? Where were the adults who were responsible for this young girl? That's where we got to start, questioning things like the R. Kelly narrative, where R. Kelly claiming, the parents, gave the daughters to me. Is that what we're dealing with? Like, did the parents know? Was David able to pay off people? Because even like classmates or peers and associates of Celeste claimed that David came to their neighborhood and was paying people to keep quiet on Celeste and David's relationship. That that he was paying people not to say anything about what they knew about them being involved.
Damn, David was just paying off anybody he could to get away with this bullshit, huh? Well, nigga, it didn't work. It caught up to you anyway. So now what, bro? So now what? Now you sitting here just looking stupid, bro. And you deserve it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If they do, knock you off in GTA, you brought it on your, nigga, nobody put you, in that position other than you. You was getting too much money, too much influence, too much power. You could have did a lot, you could have made a lot more better decisions, a lot more better moves, but you decided to go down this lame, sick route of paying people off to do your dirty work, messing around with an underage girl at your grown age, and then now it's all brought to the light front and center for niggas to see. And now you look stupid and lame. So that's that.
So if this man was willing to pay Celeste's friends to keep quiet, what do you think he was willing to do to make sure that the adults in her life was okay with them hanging out and being intimate and dating. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think?
Bro, this is just a bad situation altogether. My prayers out to her family, for real. My prayers out to Celeste. I really pray that this doesn't happen to anybody else, bro. This is just, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This fucked my head up. But yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. Sleaxzegang, we gonna do it till we gone, man.